All right, we back. I want to cover this video right here because Tay Roc responding to the rumors and all the talk of if him and Tsu Surf have any bad blood, tension, or fallout. I don't want to try to pick the video apart. I don't want to come off like that. Um, After I'm done playing this video and reacting to this video, I want to give y'all some hints, okay? So that people don't just think that the internet is crazy. It's this crazy place, and people just be reaching for clicks and clickbait. And yeah, I want to. We'll get into that portion of this once Rock is done talking here. But like I said in the last joint, I said, hey, let Rock and Surf do a video or interview or whatever addressing it, and then people will go from there. The bloggers will go from there. We'll go from there. On this channel, we'll talk about it. So obviously he's heard the rumors. It was a big enough topic, and he gets up here with knowledge and he's addressing it. So let's click into this, y'all. Let's see what Rock is talking about. And then when he's done and I'm done reacting to this, like I said, I want to remind y'all of a couple things, okay?
Leave it to the blogs. You would think that, I guess they trying to make it surf versus, you've been seeing. Yeah.
Hey, knowledge. So I'm going to take a shot at you, knowledge, right now, and then I'm going to spin the block and give you credit on something later on in this video. What you mean leave it to the blogs, man? Choose your words right. First of all, you're leading. You're alley. You know what I'm saying? No neutrality in that type of shit. Like I am in that bracket, so I'm not offended, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking it over personal, nothing. I'm half joking with y'all. But leave it to the blog. So what? We all just reached out of thin air just because we don't got nothing better to say on camera. Well, some people actually do, but leave it to the blogs. No, leave it to the people that's talking they shit behind the scenes. All right, knowledge. Clean that shit up, man.
Leave it to the blogs. You would think that, I guess they trying to make it surf versus, you've been seeing, the conversations and all that. You know what I mean?
What I like to do, I like to let people make their own story.
Yeah, like, make your own storyline. The same accord or the same.
What you shouldn't do, though, is believe everything you see on the internet. Facts. Like, you should have your own brain. Like, come on now. Like, if me and Surf really having problems, cut it out, bro.
Right.
Hell no. He ain't talking about me and nothing he said. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my fucking brother. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Now, we all gonna give Rock the respect of him putting himself on camera and saying, that's my fucking brother, right? You got to give him the respect of that. Like me personally, as a man, I know what it's like to defend relationships or to not put family business out there. And I shall move accordingly in situations like that. We do understand that, right? That's a real thing, right? And there's nothing wrong with doing that. Like let's say me and Shata is going through something. Like we have a argument or big fuss and fight or whatever. And knowledge puts a battle rap related camera on me. That's my brother. I'm saying, yo, what's up with your word is you and Shata this? Or you think I'm getting on? Yeah, because I don't like what he said about, my son. And no, I'm my fucking brother. We'll sort that shit out in private, right? And I'm not saying that Rock is doing that here. I'm not saying that. But the portion of what he says, first thing, don't believe everything you see on the internet. That's absolutely correct. He says, formulate your own opinion. And I think that's, for my own responsibility on this channel, that's definitely what I did. I take information from certain places. I take things that I've seen online as well, and then I formulate an opinion. And I think we did a good job, people. I think we did a good job of not being overbearing. Like, yo, check this video out, y'all. Rock and Surf, yo, they got a fight coming up on Suge's League anytime this year. Trust me, it's up with them too. No, we was just like, oh, we're hearing stuff. What's going on. And if it is true, this could be the scenarios why. Very, very logical. You know what I'm saying? So it reaches these guys. And that's why he said, I see everything. And this is now the moment where even the bloggers or the media is interested in the question as well. Hey, man, listen, now that I got you, let me ask you the question. So he's answering in a way that I totally respect and expect, if you catch my drift. All right.
I can just tell just by how happy he was chopping it up with you now.
I couldn't believe it when he first FaceTimed me when he got. I was like, oh my God, like, you know what I'm saying? So we back active, and I know what Chess about to do tonight. Gun Titles is in full effect. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chess really about to prove why we back. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I can't wait to see.
Let me ask you this: Surf did make a space conversation, right, and he kind of mentioned you in this.
So, I sent my shot at Knowledge earlier. Now let me give him his props. Thank you, Knowledge, for mentioning this right here in this interview. Because the bigger question, the bigger piece of content is just to say, yo, Rock, there's rumors of you and Surf, man. What's up? Talk about Surf. And that's the clickable video that you're done. You got everything that you need from a content standpoint. But the follow-up question right there of like, hold on, the source was never this blogger or that blogger. The source was always Tsu Surf in space, your brother, Rock, that said things that we all heard. So let me ask you, like, why did Surf say this? Now, respectfully, it's just the way I see this and hear it. Rock's answers towards, them battling, and then the piece that comes up about Easy and Surf and him and Easy, he doesn't seem prepared for the answer. He doesn't. He seems a little, I don't want to say the word uncomfortable, but it seems like his thoughts aren't fully, like you guys will see what I'm saying if you haven't seen this clip yet. Just his mannerisms seem a little bit, still getting collected in flight, if you catch my drift.
It's like a rematch, a type shit.
Right.
And that's what kind of, I guess, made people think why he want a rematch?
I'm not really entertaining nothing that he don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like me and him chopped it up about it, and I know it's a big bag that involves.
So you would rematch it, bro?
You get what I'm saying? If we gonna do that, if we getting a big bag, oh yeah, of course. I'm not just battling Surf for normal,
right?
Like you get what I'm saying? Right. This ain't no Born Legacy, none of that. No, hell no. Hell no. We gotta make that make sense if that's happening.
Nobody ever said that though, right? He said this battle ain't for normal. I was like, what the fuck is he? What's that mean? I didn't say for no Born Legacy. Born Legacy, I don't even know if that series happens anymore. Do they even still do Born Legacy? And nobody ever said, well, I should say nobody, because Tay Roc probably gets 1 million tweets. So I'll take that back. But I don't think the narrative was we're okay with this battle as long as it happens on this type of card or this type of stage, or it's got to be a Summer Madness or no. Of course, it would be a big card. It's Tay Roc versus Surf, even if it's a rematch. I don't think the word was ever if it's a Born Legacy or anything like that. So it just, I could be reaching y'all. It just feels like he's collecting his thoughts a lot right here, as if he's not prepared for the answer of like, yo, this originates from Surf. But he's honest and he catches himself there. He says, yo, we spoke about it. And it's like, oh, wait, y'all did speak about it then. Man, we spoke about it, but it's got to be a big bag involved or something like that. It's just like, well, the same people that would pay you to battle, like, or him to battle Easy on your, you know what I mean? Like the same stage that they would put a battle like that on, it would be the same, I assume, push for a you and a Surf, especially if it was the return battle. Nobody's gonna do a small battle, a Midnight Madness resurgence, or a Born Legacy or one-off for Tsu Surf's return battle. Matter of fact, not his next 3 battles. Maybe not any of his battles going forward. So I don't understand this, Rock, a little bit. But I'm being respectful. I'm being reserved here. It's just, I'm just keying off on a couple of things that just make me think. That's all.
But that's what it's all about. It's just, and I know people don't really want to see that.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not like worried about even doing that. Whenever we want to get to that, we can do that on our own time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe when he revamped Midnight Madness,
right,
we think of that then, get the bag ourselves.
That's fine.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. I think it is a battle that fans will look at like, all right, there's not too much going on, and the fans have seen what they wanted to see. We saw Surfing and Mook. We saw Surfing Easy. We saw Surfing Math. All right, cool. Where's battle rap now? We already know rematches are starting to come in. Hey, Surf and Rock, why don't y'all rematch again? Yeah, you're right. You're right, Rock. But that's not what Surf did. For Surf to do his very first public engagement, and he's bringing up potential ops. Easy, come on up and talk to me. A-Ward, coming up and talk to me. You just won Cody and all that. And to say Rock in that moment, it's not like the public, when you say they don't let the internet say anything. The public is not crazy to see everybody tuned into that space, right? Oh, Sir speaking for the first time. And he mentions you. We're not talking about some in 2 years we'll put something together for Midnight Madness, whatever, when things is quiet or dry or whatever. We're talking about his return. So the internet didn't reach on you for that one neither. So Roc's explanation and breakdown there doesn't even match what turned people towards this topic in the first place. But I just want to make sure that people understand where some of that is coming from the people that were covering it, such as myself, because that wouldn't make any sense for me. I don't know I can't speak for anybody else.
I feel like y'all too friendly though. Like, is it gonna be that?
What would niggas? That's what I'm saying. What would niggas expect? What niggas expect us to get in there and violate each other? Like,
well, they want y'all to war if y'all gonna do it.
Been each other niggas 10 years.
Right.
Like, that's the right.
But y'all are talking, Roc, you just admit that y'all are talking about it. That you and Sir spoke about it. and Roc is one of the GOATs. Yeah. Most of the time, the fans want to see two people that's going to get in there and shed blood lyrically. Yes. If you ask the average fan or average battler, like, what's the best battles? They're always grudge matches. The most views, the most anticipated, the best promoted, they're grudge matches. They're storyline battles. This is why the reaction is, we don't want to see Roc and Surf. Roc knows that. So him saying like, what did the fans expect? Like, we're not the ones that brought up the battle. We didn't ask for it. We didn't. Surf did. And then you admit in this clip that you and Surf had this conversation. So which direction are we pointing at for this shit?
I'm in a different space with this shit too. Like, so is he. Like, we in different spaces with this shit. Niggas ain't even. I don't know what everybody else think. That shit's weird to me though, bro. Like,
well, another thing that Surf said is he's down to battle Easy and bring him back. But they feel like that's a conflict of interest between y'all, and they were making it a thing. Like, Roc ain't gonna be mad. Like, Roc don't fuck with him.
What the Surf battling him had? I said I'm not battling.
Okay, because they make it seem like y'all not on the same page.
That has nothing
down to do it.
Yeah, what Surf want to do as far as battling him, that's all what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? He drive the shit. I'm not. And like, why you battling him? That's weird. The women behave. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to bring that nigga back and whip his ass? Let him do that.
Okay.
And am I gonna battle the nigga? No. Okay. Like, that changes nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let him do that. Like, I'm not getting no money with the nigga. Like, I don't want
to. I don't really got no big issue with that last piece, but before I get into the main topic here, on that part though, when he says that's woman behavior, yes and no, Roc. Yes and no. Because you said you not getting no money with the nigga. So when somebody says, for example, I'm not battling, let's just use Easy. I'm not battling Easy because I don't think it's a good matchup. I don't think the fans want to see it. I don't think he's good. Whatever, right? That's all battle rappy shit. When you say, I'm not getting no money with the nigga, and we all have seen the back and forth between Easy and Roc, of course, right? How many it was entertained before, it was negotiated before, we know that. But to say I'm not getting no money with it, that calls into a principle layer. Okay, Roc. So that's almost like opposite of saying that's woman shit. Right. So to say in one sentence, why would I have a problem with Surf battling him? That's woman shit. I'm not getting no money with him though. Well, this is why I say people are justified to look at it from either perspective, because y'all create a perception of you two guys as well as URL of it's gang, it's family. This is not just business. It's not just contracts. It's not just battle rap. It's not just artistry. When you do that, they expect people to adopt similar principles, especially if they are gang, clique, group, gun titles. Okay. If I'm moving around with a couple battle rappers for business and one person says, I'm gonna pick this check up, and the other one says, nah, I'm cool, no problem. But if we walking around talking about this is what we stand for, this is what we don't fuck with this, we don't fuck. Surf got arguments on Spaces with Holla talking about that same shit of people battling on RBE. He said, if you really gang, you don't go to the other side of train tracks, or you don't go from Blood to Crip, for example, right? And Holla responds to Surf. He says, everything is not, this ain't the streets. This is battle rap. So what position do you take? That's the only thing that because Rock says two things there to me. That's woman shit, but then he says, I'm not getting no money with Easy. So what is it between gun titles, Rock and Surf, and or URL? This whole circumference, what's being presented? We battle rappers, man. We don't care about that type of shit. Or I don't care about that type of shit. Then everybody stand there. But when there's another topic comes up and it's gang, 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 family for life and all that, well, family's supposed to have similar principles because you said you're not for that type of money. So we not tripping. We not tripping at all. But to Rock's defense now, I do agree that it shouldn't be deep enough to prevent Surf from getting a bag. It shouldn't be. You know, Rock could be his own, even if we are family or gang. If you're doing something that's not hurting me, go get your money. In Rock's defense. In Rock's defense. You know what I'm saying? So I still don't have a problem with what he said right there. I just wanted to make the distinction because there's a double in it. Anyway. All right. Last but not least, I want to say this. And to the people that say they watch everything, I want them to understand that topics like this from people that are not me, right? Like even other bloggers that may have covered it. People are very, very tapped in. Okay. Because it's a very, very small industry, the battle rap culture. Okay. Nobody is up here playing divide and conquer for Tsu Surf and Roc. Nobody, I'm definitely not. People enjoy seeing those two guys run together, get on stage together, rooting for each other, pairing up together. How about 2-on-2s? Nobody's against that. Nobody has an incentive to say, hey, let's create something to make Roc and Surf get at each other. The origin of it, once again, is Surf. Him getting in that space and saying that he would battle Roc. That's what started it. Okay. Now, I'll give 2 layers and 2 layers only before you get to the bloggers and the media. For Surf to say what he said in Spaces, Roc, I want to let you know that that wasn't the only reason why that topic came about. That is a fact. So what does that leave you with? 2 layers. That leaves you with either one of the sources saying this to people and then it continuing to move around and eventually make it to camera and blogs, or somebody close to those 2 people. One of the 2, which would mean that, and I'm not trying to say nothing like niggas just like, yo, behind niggas' backs, fuck him. No, I'm not saying that at all. But it could have been somebody expressing, not the same page, which is pretty much, I think, the energy that has been getting blogged about. Oh, is there tension or a little bad blood there, whatever, right? So the fact of the matter is, after that space, either Roc or Surf or somebody close to those 2 people began to actually state that something's going on. And there's details to it. Can't you guys read that I'm being reserved right now? Because I'm not trying to do that. If I was on that, I would be on that. And you would see, like, I'm trying to kick up dust and be controversial and all that. This could be, if I was a different type of nigga, this could be a different type of video. I don't know how much more I can say read between the fucking lines. I don't know how much more I could do it up here. But, part of me wanted to say this piece of the video just from a blogger's integrity. Because there's a bunch of bloggers that did cover that topic. And they didn't just pull it out of thin air. That's a fact, okay? So shout out to Surf, shout out to Roc, shout out to y'all if y'all end up battling or rematching. Shout out to y'all if y'all don't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna watch whatever battles y'all do as a fan regardless, but we'll leave it there for now.